Well, a tough finish for the Air Force Falcons. They end up with the point. It's a 2-2 draw, but, Jeff, they had 3 in their grasp. But, again, just late match heroics for the opponent. And this time, it's Dory Savage getting that goal in the 88th minute.
Well, look, we talked about it. We knew it wasn't going to end 2-1. Was it going to be 3-1? Was it going to be 2-2? It was that next goal that was going to be the deciding, and Air Force had their chances. They could have gotten the third. They got the third, and it was called back for offsides, which I think was the proper call. But they had other chances. And look, so did San Diego State. It was a back-and-forth game. If you look at the stats, if you look at everything else, you might just say, fair result, 2-2. But I think Air Force will feel a bit undone.
No question about it. Let's go to the highlights in this one. And Air Force got off to a great start. The feed from Tierney to Annika Jost.
And we said it in the first half when we did highlights, just her ability to finish on first-time finishes. Here's Addie Doyle cutting inside. Jost making a good run to occupy some defenders, and a great finish.
That coming in the 23rd minute, 2-0 Air Force. 30th minute of play, a corner kick, and Grace Goins gets just enough on it to cut the lead in half.
Yeah, and we'll obviously see the second San Diego State goal, and that's something that Air Force will root. Here it is, 2 set pieces. So San Diego State didn't get you in the run of play. They got you on set pieces. And there it is, squeaking into the back stick. And it's one of those things where you've defended well enough throughout the game, you held them at bay in the run of play, but you've got to get grittier on those set pieces.
Dory Savage with the equalizer. Final numbers in this one.
Yeah, final numbers, and I don't think either coach will really care about the numbers. They're going to care about that result. But look, you get 40 shots in a game, and San Diego State did a better job. We talked about their shots to shot on goal ratio. They did a better job in that second half as compared to how Air Force was in that second half. But overall, I think that was an even game. It was a competitive game. It was an exciting Sunday game in the Mountain West Conference.
Well, Air Force now is going to have to go on the road, have a short memory. They did get a point out of this weekend, so they're sitting at 5. But a grind ahead. They're at Boise State, at Utah State, at Fresno State for the next 3. So short memory going to be key here for Laura Busby's team.
Yeah, short memory is obviously key. And when you look at the Mountain West schedule and how they set things up, some teams have a split weekend, some don't. Air Force has that split weekend where they're at Fresno, home San Jose State. So that even makes that Sunday game difficult because, yeah, you're home, but you're flying. You're flying to get back home where San Jose will have been here in town for the entire time. Look, nothing's ever easy. But, I was texting with a couple coaches from other conferences this morning, and, we were just talking about the landscape. And the Mountain West Conference is a conference where anybody can beat anybody on a given day. And so, yeah, you're going and arguably playing the hardest road trip this year in the conference in Boise and Utah State. We can see results from other teams going there. You can see results from Utah State and Boise State going on the road and getting defeated or drawn with maybe teams lower than them in the RPI and standings. Whatever you look at in the standings sometimes doesn't matter in the Mountain West. It is so competitive top to bottom. Teams are battling with each other. They're going to have to go on the road, and they're going to have to just deal with the mentality of we can get 6 points, and we're going to put our best foot forward to do it.
As they say, throw out the records, and the next opportunity to do that will be against Boise State on the 17th. That's going to wrap it up for our broadcast here this afternoon. For my partner, Jeff Bennett, our entire crew, this is Josh Howe saying so long from the United States Air Force Academy. This one ends in a 2-2 draw.